There's a single oil sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now. It's cheap, odorless, and it might be the most powerful thing you've never tried for a healthier prostate and stronger performance. Sounds strange, I know, but men over 60 are starting to swear by this. In fact, even doctors quietly recommend it for circulation and hormone support, but almost no one's talking about where you apply it. And no, it's not about massage, and it's not about pills or exercise. This works faster. Most men feel something in just minutes. Here's the truth. After 60, your body isn't fighting to stay young. It's trying to slow the decline. Testosterone drops. Blood flow slows down. Your prostate? It grows quietly, usually without pain at first. But that doesn't mean it's harmless. Before you know it, you're up all night peeing. You can't empty your bladder the way you used to. You feel heavy down there, sluggish, out of sync. And intimacy? It takes more effort than it should. Ignore these signs, and they start to snowball. Weak performance, lower energy, less drive, even a higher risk of prostate cancer. But here's the good news. There's one incredibly simple physical trigger that may support blood flow to the groin, soothe stubborn inflammation, and help balance your hormones with almost no effort at all. All it takes is one oil. There's a doctor in California who calls it nature's forgotten remedy. It's been used for centuries by traditional practitioners from India to the Mediterranean. But now modern science is finally catching up. And it turns out this humble oil does more down there than anyone realized, not just internally, but when applied directly to the skin. In just a minute, I'll show you exactly how to use it for the biggest possible impact. Some men report overnight improvements in how their body feels down below. But first you need to know why this works in the first place. Most men don't realize your manhood and your prostate depend on circulation. As you get older, your arteries become narrower. Your blood thickens slightly. And the small vessels that supply blood to your pelvic area, they start working less efficiently. This is why a man might not wake up with morning wood anymore. Or why things don't rise as easily when the time is right. Or why he still feels the urge to urinate even right after going. Sure, natural blood thinners like beet juice or garlic help. But stimulating blood flow externally in targeted areas can bring faster support, especially in the groin. And that's exactly where castor oil comes in. Wait, castor oil? Isn't that the stuff Grandma gave us as a laxative? Yes, it's the same oil. But when applied to the skin, it behaves totally differently. Because it doesn't just sit on the surface. It gets absorbed into the layers below where it interacts with tissue, muscles, and even tiny blood vessels. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. Your prostate sits at the center of your lower body's functions. When it's inflamed, which happens often with age, it presses against everything nearby. Bladder nerves, blood vessels, even the muscles that control urine flow. You might not feel pain, but you feel the effects: frequent urination, difficulty starting or stopping, and that slow, annoying dribble at the end. Castor oil contains a natural compound called ricinoleic acid. And while we won't get chemical here, let's just say it's known for its anti-inflammatory properties. Doctors used to use castor oil packs to reduce swelling after surgery, especially near the abdomen or reproductive organs. So if you apply it directly to the area where inflammation is hiding, what do you think happens? Exactly. You may see faster relief, better drainage, and less pressure. Now let's talk hormones. Your body's testosterone levels don't just depend on your testicles. There's a whole communication system between your brain, your glands, and your reproductive organs. But that communication, those hormonal signals, can get blocked or slowed down by two things. First, poor circulation. Second, inflammation and tightness in the connective tissue down there. In fact, physical therapists have started helping men improve their hormone levels by increasing blood flow and relaxing fascia in the groin. That's why topical solutions like warm castor oil may have a stronger effect than you think. They wake up the area. They send a signal to the body. Open the gates again. Let things move. And here's another thing you've probably never heard of. Your lymphatic system. It's like your body's garbage pickup crew. Its job is to drain out waste fluid, toxins, and debris from tissues. But guess where the lymph nodes are most concentrated? That's right, chest, armpits, and the groin. If your lymph flow is slow, and it often slows with age, your body holds onto inflammation. Swelling increases. Hormone production is disrupted. Even your immune system takes a hit. But here's the amazing part. Castor oil is one of the few external remedies that may improve lymphatic circulation when applied directly to key areas like the groin crease, lower abdomen, and thighs. This isn't New Age stuff. A study once published in the Journal of Naturopathic Medicine showed castor oil packs boosted lymph flow in 80% of participants. No secret potion, no extreme diets, just a warm oil, helping your body do what it's meant to do. Now, let me tell you what this actually feels like when you try it. Carl is 67, retired truck driver, set in his ways. He spent 40 years on the road and his health paid the price. Belly weight, never slept through the night, getting up 4 or 5 times to pee, felt like someone pressing a balloon against his bladder. He didn't believe in natural stuff. But one night, bored after dinner, he watched a video just like this one. He figured, what the heck? Found a bottle of castor oil at the grocery store for $5. Gave it a shot. He told us he applied it every night for a week. Just a tablespoon, rubbed gently over the lower abdomen and groin area before bed. By the 3rd night, something changed. First, he noticed less urgency when urinating. Then, on day 4, he finally slept through the night. No pills, no side effects, just better blood flow, less pressure, and something he hadn't felt in years, a little life returning to that part of his body. Now, is it a miracle? No, it's not magic. It's simply support better drainage, improved circulation, and less inflammation where it matters. And while science is still catching up, the early findings are promising. Like a small clinical trial showing that ricinoleic acid, a natural component of castor oil, may reduce key markers of inflammation in the body. Or how integrative doctors are now quietly recommending castor oil abdominal packs to patients with hormonal sluggishness, lower abdominal swelling, or chronic pelvic discomfort. Here's where it gets really interesting. Your groin area, the skin between your lower abdomen and upper thigh, is one of the most absorbent areas on a man's body. It's thinner, has more lymph vessels, and it's close to critical organs and glands. So instead of swallowing a supplement and hoping it reaches the right place, why not apply something safe, natural, and targeted right where it's needed? That's the beauty of castor oil. You're not guessing. You're giving your body direct support where it matters. Stick with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this at home step by step with zero mess and maximum results. And just wait until you hear what thousands of men are saying about their first night using it. Let's walk through exactly how to use castor oil for the best possible results without the mess, the hassle, or any guesswork. Start with a bottle of cold-pressed, hexane-free castor oil. You can find it at most local grocery stores or online. The label should say pure and cold-pressed. That means it's strong enough for therapeutic use. Do this at night right before bed. You don't need much, just about a tablespoon. Warm it up slightly, just body temperature. You can pour it into a small bowl and warm it with your hands, or let the bottle sit in warm water for a minute. It doesn't need to be hot, just comfortably warm to the touch. Now rub it gently over the lower abdomen. Start just below your belly button and work downward. Then apply to the groin, crease the fold between your thigh and torso. This is where blood flow, lymph nodes, and nerves are most concentrated. It's also where tight connective tissue can quietly block circulation. Use slow, steady, gentle pressure, not a massage. Just enough to coat the area and encourage relaxation. Now here's a secret tip. If you want to turn this into a pack without the mess, just take an old cotton or flannel cloth, soak it lightly with the oil, place it over the same area, then cover it with plastic wrap. You can even lay a warm heating pad or towel on top for 20-30 minutes for deeper absorption. But many men skip the cloth and just rub it on directly. It still works. Afterward, slip on a pair of old underwear or sweatpants you don't mind getting a little oily. That's it. Leave it on overnight. In the morning, just rinse off in the shower. No stains, no odor, no side effects. Over time, if you use it consistently, this simple habit may help ease that heavy, congested feeling down there. You might notice less urgency, less pressure, and maybe even better performance where it counts. Now let me tell you about someone else. James is 72. He used to be incredibly active, played tennis every Thursday, but over the past few years, energy dropped. His sleep got choppy, bladder urges got worse. He said the worst part wasn't the physical symptoms, it was the feeling of losing control. He told his doctor about the nighttime urination, got handed another prescription, but it made him groggy and didn't solve the problem. That's when someone at his gym, another older guy, whispered about the castor oil trick. James laughed. He thought it was too simple, but he tried it anyway. By the end of the first week, he said things just lightened. That's the word he used. He wasn't sprinting to the bathroom anymore. His belly didn't feel as tight. He even said he stopped needing the midday nap he'd grown used to. Now, whether it was placebo or real effect, scientists are still debating that. But what matters to guys like James is that something shifted. And it came from applying a safe oil that cost less than a cup of coffee. And he's not the only one. There's been a quiet wave of men, especially over 60, who say this one nightly ritual changed their relationship with aging. It gave them a sense of ownership again, something they could control, something gentle but powerful enough to make a difference. And remember, this isn't just for symptom relief. Castor oil may support long-term prostate health by improving the conditions around it. Better circulation, less inflammation, more lymph flow, more hormonal balance. These are the roots, not the branches. Too often in men's health, we treat the symptoms. Pills to pee, pills for energy, pills for intimacy. But if the ground is dry and starved at the base, how can you expect the top of the tree to flourish? This oil? It may not be the whole answer, but it's a simple watering can, one that hydrates everything from the roots up. And let's face it, you've probably tried the hard stuff already. Exercise routines, restrictive diets, more supplements than you can count. What if one of the easiest options was sitting 2 feet away in your kitchen cabinet? What if 5 minutes a night, barely more than brushing your teeth, was enough to help your body remember how to heal? We forget sometimes that our bodies are designed to run smoothly. They want to get better. They just need less noise and better support. Now here's something crazy. Some early-stage research out of India is now exploring whether topical use of castor oil may have a gentle effect on DHT, the hormone involved in prostate enlargement. It's very preliminary. Too early to say for sure. But it matches what holistic doctors have observed for years. When you bring blood flow, reduce inflammation, and relieve pressure, hormonal balance often improves on its own. Not by forcing the body, but by freeing it. So if you're curious, try it tonight. Try it for 7 days straight, just 5 minutes before bed. You have almost nothing to lose. And maybe something long lost to gain. That clear stream, that empty bladder feeling, that quiet confidence that builds when things just work. Some men notice a shift in one night. Others may take a week or two. But over time, many say they feel more connected to their bodies, more in tune, more alive. And if you're wondering how long to keep doing it well, think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't stop just because things improve. You keep going to protect what you've earned. Coming up next, we're going deeper. Because there's one unexpected place you can apply castor oil that almost no one talks about, yet it may spark a surprising benefit in the bedroom. It's got nothing to do with stimulation and everything to do with the hormone shortcut most men have never heard. So if you're wondering how to feel younger, stronger, and more in control even after 60, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because in part 3, we're revealing a technique you've almost certainly never tried yet. It could change the way you feel, fast. Take care of yourself tonight, and don't forget the oil.